and welcome to Weekend Workshop. It is Saturday again and we've got lots of you in there all waiting and chatting away, which is great. I had a little chat with you today. I was the first one in, by the way. So you got Yvonne, Anne-Marie and Anne, thank you so much. It is a great little pattern that I've come up with on this one. Gail, good evening. And Yvonne, you're in your bed because hubby's watching football. Great, you're in the comfy one, that's good. And Carol, how are you all this evening? I'm sure there'll be more that come through shortly. Hello, Anne. Anne from Crystals and More here. So Anne's there if anyone's got any questions or anything you want to ask about her little yo-yos and penny purses. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Hi, April. Good evening. Hope you're all having a lovely weekend. Hi, Karen. How are you? Can't wait to see how far you've got on that candy squares, by the way, Joanne. How'd you go today? Hi, Amanda and Barb. How are you? Karen. By the way, Mum says hi. She's out to dinner tonight, so she won't be watching. She'll watch it later. Hi, Christine. Yeah, I hope you're all well and safe, and you enjoyed a treasure hunt Wednesday with the new fabric. That was the feathers and ferns. I was still cutting. Haha, good on you, Joanne. Hope you're following the pattern. That one you do need to follow the cutting on the pattern. Hi, Therese. How are you? So yeah, the feathers and fern one. So I've actually made this one using the feathers and ferns. It's the new fabric I released on Wednesday. Hi, Ruth, Jane, Jenny. How are we all tonight? Glad we're all chatting. If there's anyone new watching, don't forget, type away and go onto the website, put your email in, and I'll send you a $10 voucher. Carefully. No worries, Joanne. Treasure hunt, but my bank balance did it. Yeah, I noticed that one, Karen. Yes, you had a little shopping spree there. Don't forget, ladies, we have the 3 S's. We have subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. You've got to stalk me on Facebook and Instagram. I love my stalkers on there. And then share all the posts to everybody that you know that maybe or maybe not be a patchwork or quilter, because I do have on there my handmade goods as well. So Christmas is only, by the way, last Friday was 11 Fridays till Christmas. So yeah, it's getting closer and closer. So if anyone doesn't patchwork or quilt, that's a friend of yours or whatever, I do have a lot of handmade goods. So share it away with the posts and that on your Facebook or Instagram. So let's get into this and see how long it is. Hi, Dizzy. How are you, sweetie? Hope your daughter's well. Okay, you guys can chat away, Karen and Jane. Yep. So let's get into this one and I'll show you how to make it. So this one is called, I should move out of the way so you can see it. Should I do a pan up? There we go. Oh, look, that's a better shot of it. So this one I call Unbreakable. Okay? So Unbreakable because the squares are linked. Can't break them apart. So I went, oh, that's a nice little name. Let's call it Unbreakable. All right? Oh, that's good, Dizzy. Yeah, so this one, it's got the borders on it and everything, right? And it makes a nice single bed quilt. All right. Hi, Sue. How are you? So this one, Unbreakable. So let's get into it. Still getting used to my new chair because it's got a lot more wheels, and the wheels on the sewing machine and the wheels on the chair get combined together. All right, so what we've used to make this one is very sophisticated. It is a little bit sophisticated for me maybe, but I love making it and designing it. I thought it was so much fun. So we're going to use 40 2.5-inch strips. Okay, so this is the feathers and ferns, the new one, and I've teed it up with the grey, because the grey would, the grey in the background just pops this one out. I'll show you the kits I've put on the website in a minute. So let's get this. Here we go. Always first demo can be a little bit funny. Let's see how I go. Down we go to the, see if I can get it down here. There we go. That's probably as far as it's going to go. Love the new pattern. Thanks, Jane. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our 2.5-inch roll. I'll try and keep an eye on the comments on my phone as well as you come through. So we're going to open up the roll and we need to just pair them up. So what I've done, because this one has, as you can see here, it sort of has the feather and a fern that match and a feather and fern that match. So I've kept them as pairs, all right, in this quilt. Yeah, I know you are, Joanne. You're very excited for this one. So what we're going to do, and again, as I said, this is my first go at demonstrating. It's all here. It's just a matter of me finding it all in the right order. And I did iron that nicely. Did you see me put that away there? All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to open them up and we're going to pair them. Okay, so that's not that one yet. Here we go. So we're going to open them up we're going to pair them up. So I've got the teal and I thought these would show up a bit more. All right, and we're going to cut the sizes that are recommended, and it's all in the pattern. All right, and then just for every 2 prints, you only need 1 solid strip, and you'll cut them up. Okay, so this is all the cutting we have to do. You'll cut them up. All right, not that piece yet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start joining them and sub-cutting. So we've just cut these. There are some extras, and that's how come there's a scrappy border around it. So when we cut these out, put them up there, we're going to then join the 2 little ones of the same, like the pairing of the prints. We're going to join those together. I won't go through all the dimensions and everything. They're in the pattern because it can get confusing while I'm demonstrating it. Okay, we're going to join, where do you come up here? One of the prints and the background, and the other print and the background. So we now have these out of it. Plus we still have these 2 pieces. Show you where these come in a minute. All right, we're then going to subcut these 2 pieces that have the solid in it. When we subcut those, we're going to end up with, oh, this isn't too bad. We're going to end up with some pieces these sizes. All right, oh, now I'm trying to get it into view. There we go. Okay, and we've got these ones, and we've got these ones, and we've got these ones. So I've still got the same things. I've just cut up the ones that had the solid on it. Okay, then we're going to start assembling the actual block. Now the best way to do this is 1 block at a time while you've got all these pieces together here like this. We're going to start with this middle piece. Okay, so we're going to start, that's about the middle there. Okay, so we're going to start with this middle piece. Whatever, for example, print 1, print 2. We need print number 2 with the solid up on top, and the opposite one on the bottom with the solid on opposite sides, and we'll join those together. Okay, then we're going to get the pieces that are, let me get them out of the way, these ones. All right, and we're going to sort of, let me just get these. This is always confusing, so bear with me. Here it goes, yes, Narelle's confused already. No, that's all right, there we go. That one, and, oh, yeah, I knew I'd do this. Hang on. Oh, it's got to go down. See, because I'm doing it backwards, and I'm doing it backwards. There it is. Okay. These will be joined together. Hang on. Let me get the block. It's probably easier because I'm trying to do it upside down and everything. I've made 20 odd of these, so you'd think I'd know. All right, so we're going to, that's right, they go here. This one here, and, yep, that one goes up, that one goes in. There we go. I'm getting there. All right, so it's just upside down and around the wrong way. Enjoying watching Bathurst tomorrow, Narelle. Yes, I know our local boy Cam Waters got pole. Oh, ooh, I haven't seen anything on it yet, but I'll be watching it doing all my bookwork. All right, so we're going to join these 2 together. Then we're going to get the opposite ones of fabric 1 or 2, whichever one I named it, and it's going to be on this side. Going this way and this way. I got that one right. Okay, so we're going to join here, and then join these 2 on, and join them as a block. Okay, then what we're going to do, I need to come down. There I go. Okay, so I need to, no, come out of screen here. Okay, leave it there. All right, so we're going to do that. Then with our other 2 pieces of these, here's the other one. Okay, so we've still got 2 of these. I'm going to join the opposite colour onto that other piece, all right, with the solid in the middle, and just join it across the bottom or wherever this makes the link. Then we're going to join this one and this one, and that is how you will piece it together. All right, so it's basically easier than what I just showed because I was doing it opposite to everything that I've been doing all day. So we're going to cut, first of all, join those solids, cut them up. we're going to put these two on, put these two together, those two together, join them in. So we've got that little 3 pieces there. We join these on, and then that will go across here, and put this one on, and it'll go across there. Imagine you making this if Narelle is having this much fun with placement. Jane, it was a lot easier when I had the production line going and I had them facing me. So that was really interesting. Only one block I got. The first block I sort of went, but yeah, no, in the instructions, and I can show you, oh, I didn't bring the one that was open, but I've actually broken it all down into that pieces. Yeah, it is fun, but once you've got them paired up and on like a production line facing you, I'm actually sideways and upside down and making sure it's in the camera. That's fairly easy. It is, Joanne. It's really easy. All right. So that'll make your block. Then what you do, and look, it's just so easy. I'm just going to pack this one up. You can tell, and not only that, this is the first time I've demonstrated this one. And if anyone's ever seen me at the shows when I used to do them, demonstrating the first ones were always interesting. So there's your block finished all together. Okay. Under pressure. No, that's all right, Jane. I don't mind. It was just a case of it is confusing with these two pieces to make sure that you get this happening. All right, so you need this bit. So once I got into about the 5th or 6th block, I was more concentrating on the solid color because you get that shape throughout it. Okay, so if you concentrate more on that solid color, right, then this seems to just fit in okay. But as I said, once you got the production line going, it's not that hard. So that's your block. And then what you're going to do, there's plenty of strips left over in the solid. You'll cut them and they will become the sashing. Now when you make your sashing, and did I make a sashing? Probably not, because I did make the border. But with the sashing, I'll bring that up now because you've done this. You can see that one. I'm going to show you the sashing actually on the quilt. Okay, so here we go. So what you're going to do is, here's the block. All right, yeah, this is a good block to demonstrate on. So this block here, and what you're going to do is put it together in rows. So you're going to do rows first. So this is 4 across and 5 down. Okay, so we're just going to put the solid colour in between each one and one on the ends. Okay, then we'll get all of, what I did is I did all the rows and put them together. Then what I did is the sashing that goes horizontal across has got a cornerstone. And what I've done, because I've made the paired colours go in those rows, angles, okay, I made sure these 3 blocks here matched. All right, so that gave it that effect. So you've got the 3 that match. So as you're putting this one in, this one with the cornerstones, just as you go along, make sure you've got the right one here. You know what? You can make it where it's all mixed up. It's okay. All right, because mixing them all up won't matter. You'll still get that effect. But I just thought on this one, I'd put the 3 same colours. Then what I did with the rest of the prints, you don't have much left over, as I normally don't have much left over. So you'll cut your little cornerstones, just the 2.5 inch, because we're using 2.5 inch strips. I then took the bits that were left over. Now, so they are all different, can be different lengths. It's okay. All right, so there's a few. All right, I've just joined them end to end and given it a border. You probably can't see it that well here. We need this side. Okay, so there we go. Can you see that? So I've just put, oh, if I pull it out like that, you can see it. So I've just put a border of all the different colours around the edge. And then I've added another border onto there of the 2.5 inch solid, because there was enough of that as well. So what you end up with is a quilt that is 68 by 82. All right, oh, that dropped real quick. 68 by 82. So with that, well, there we go. I knocked it. There we go. Let me just put that there and it won't fall down. Okay, 68 by 82. All right, so you will, a single bed is fine. As usual, on the back I've made, given you instructions of how much fabric you need for a lap size, single size or a queen size. If I do open this, I did have one open, but I must have left it in the house. 10 steps down. Here we go. All right. So when you open it up, you can see all the graphics are there for how you place it and everything. So Jane, follow this instead of following me there. You'll be fine. Okay. So you'll be able to do that. So yeah, so that's how you do Unbreakable. Do for the binding. The binding, Dale, yeah, this is one that didn't get quilted. I have ran out of time. I got the pattern all finished and that with the graphics and printed at about 5, so I didn't have enough time to quilt it. Binding, you know what? I'd put a dark blue or dark navy or a teal even. Back it with the teal because it's got a little bit of that, like there's a bit of teal in this colour here in it. I would pick out that. You could pick a brown. All right, a blue. I'd go more blues, I think. I'd pick a blue. All right, I'd go a deeper blue, and that would give it the frame. Whatever I put on the backing, I'll probably bind it. Okay, so that is with that one. It's as far as the ironing and which way the seams go, I didn't actually put that in the pattern to iron the seams a certain way because as you're making it, you can... I have to have this one. No worries, Sue. I'll show you all the different kits I've put up as well. As you're making it, you can actually bend the, just finger press the seams as you go because there's different ones. I do navy binding, teal backing. Sounds nice. Karen, need the kit, honey. Yeah, so, yeah, you could actually, just with the seams, you can iron them, okay? But you might have to flip them as you're making it because there's so many... You're putting different sections together. It's not just building one block, like building outer. This one's got quite a few different sections at different stages. So with the ironing of the seams, you can iron them so it's flat. I actually just finger press them, okay? You just get your fingernail or a little wooden iron and just go across it just so it's flat. And then once I've made it, I then turn it over at the iron and get the seams to the flatness that they are or which way they're going and flatten them. Turn it over and then give it a good press. Okay, once it's all quilted and once it's all put together like this, it gets another good iron. So once it's on the gets quilted, and I put on a frame eventually and quilt it, it's nicely ironed and flat. So as far as the seams, yeah, there's no particular way to iron them, but as you're putting them together, you'll just go, oh, that one's going this way, I'll go that. Now I'm going to show you on this one. Purposely did it so I can show you. See here. This one I've actually done where they're in the opposite ways. So what I've done is I made sure where the crease is, where it's going over, is in the middle. It's not trying to fight against the seam. You can unpick it. You can do it again. That's okay. But if you put that little bend in the middle, right, and when your wadding's on, there's no, it's not bulky. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any bulkiness or anything. And it looks fine. All right, so that is how you do Unbreakable. Hope you'll like it. Actually, on the pattern, I did it with, because all my patterns now I'm doing with graphics, because having the fabric on them, because my fabric turns over so quick, I think the graphics are a better idea, so that you can put your own interpretation in it. But look at that with all the colours. I thought that was pretty awesome. All right, just to have different colours in it. So what I've done, just for you, I've put some kits together. And because you're just the people here live and watching, you get first pick at all these. Okay, so obviously, yes, I've got the ferns and feathers with the grey. There's a couple of kits of those on there. Can always make more if you want me to. All right. The other one I teed it up with is the tan. Okay, so it's not grey. It could be tan. Thanks, Gail. Nice and easy. All right, so with the tan colour, with all those feathers and ferns, I have one roll of black and white left. Queen size, okay, Karen, so queen size, it's a 36 blocks. So you need 72 strips. So two rolls, this gives you 80 strips. Okay, so you can get 2. All right, so this is the last black and white 2.5 inch that I have. I do have more black and whites at the back I haven't cut yet. But once I get to the cutting of them, I will let you know and they'll be back out. All right, but black and white with our favourite teal. Can you imagine that? The teal and black and whites everywhere. They want black and white. No worries. Well, yeah, black and white. Might be able to find another one of these in a kit somewhere else, but the teal. How gorgeous is that? Message me, Karen, and I'll remember later, okay? So we were talking about bright colours before. One roll of the bright dots with red. Ooh. Wouldn't that be a fun one on a kid's bed? All right, or in the spare room, or over the couch. But bright dots with red. I thought the red behind it, just popping it out. All right. Leaves, still got heaps of the leaves, or a few of the leaves left. So this is just the leaf one with the blue. Okay, so you got the leaves with the blue one. These are $85, by the way. So you'll actually get a heap of fabric in there to make it all. And what else have we got? Oh, I've got more. Wait, there's more. We've got the small dots. So the small dots that came out the other week, and that's with dark navy. Can I get it out of the back? See if I'll drop it in a minute. There we go. With the dark navy, with the small dots. All right. We've got a couple of small dot ones actually. The small dots with white, because there's not a lot of white, but you'll have the white with all the little small dots. Really cute little small dots on there. And then of course I put the small dots as well with the grey. Okay, with grey. Looks like small dots with the grey. All right, so all of those kits are on the website. Okay, they're on there now. If you want a different colour made up, if you want something, Karen's already messaged me, I saw that come through. I will venture to get them here to make them up for you. There's heaps happening here at the moment. Little hint, the marbles are about to get on the boat. So hopefully by the end of next week, they'll be on the boat and I'll have the marbles in about 4 weeks. I know it's been a long journey to get there, but I've got all the samples, the last of the samples on what it's going to look like. I love them. I'm sure you guys are too. I will release them to you early. So there will be a pre-release on the marbles. Pre-release means that you'll get them at the price that I have these at, because once they hit and I've cut them all, they will be going up. Not by much, but they will have to go up. Transport companies and different companies these days have decided that because of COVID, let's put some extra freight charge on. So I have to can't wear it anymore. I've been wearing it for the last 8 months or whatever, but on these marbles I can't because it's a big shipment. But pre-release, I will let you guys know when it comes out, probably 2 or 3 weeks before they're ready to land. Okay, and I'll have it there. So that is the Unbreakable. Oh, nearly. The Unbreakable. So that is the new pattern out for Weekend Workshop tonight. You like this one? I think it's nice and quick and easy to make. It is so easy to do. All right. So you can actually, let me just check any of those. Yeah. So anything for happy to pay extra. It's lovely fabric. It is. It's lovely. Thanks Anne. Thanks Joanne. It is an unusual pattern. Looked a lot more complicated, but once I got to it, this will be beautiful in the marbles. Totally, Anne. I think every one of my patterns will look beautiful in my marbles. When they come in, bank account doesn't. I know, Karen. The marbles I will be adventuring into making nearly every quilt that I have in a marble, just to show you. That's putting a lot of pressure on me, but we'll see how we go. Hearing you, Karen. Yeah, hearing you. Yeah, definitely. And my bank balance, same thing. So when I shop for fabric, I shop for fabric. It's going to be an amazing shipment come through, and I'm looking forward to actually releasing it all to you guys. There's lots more patterns in there as well that I just have that I want to do for the marbles. So I will venture to get them done as well. Tomorrow is Bathurst. Was wrong last week. I wasn't totally wrong. Bathurst is always the second weekend in October. They put it back a week. So tomorrow I will be taking the day off, resting with the laptop on my lap, watching Bathurst and doing bookwork. So yes, it's going to be a nice day. I hope you've all enjoyed this. They are live now on the website, so you can actually get them. One of each. No worries, Karen. I'm happy to do that for you. We'll enjoy shopping, enjoy your sewing. Joanne, can't wait to see the candy squares on Monday, all finished. And anyone else that's doing anything, I have been a little bit slack the last couple of days, but I have been flat out getting this quilt done. Oh, in the marbles, yes. There's going to be 10 colours. In the next couple of weeks, I will release them for you, and I will show you, and we'll have the pre-release as well. Sewing Bee at your place to help you sew the patterns in marbles. Dizzy, love it, but my place ain't that big. It's very tiny. It is a tiny little shop if anyone's been here. It is a little shop. It's very hard to actually fit another sewing machine or anything in. And my house is not much bigger. It's probably not much bigger than the shop. So it is, but it's mine. And it's okay. It's very quirky. But happy to have anyone pop in. We can have a lunch in the park across the road. You have lots of room. No worries, Karen. Actually, that's one thing that I will be looking at next year at some stage, is actually doing a little road trip down through Canberra, down that way, as far as I can. And if you guys get a little sewing group together, I'll stop and spend some time with you teaching, and also bring some stock. Community hall, here we come. Yes, Sue. So we'll organise that, but still at the moment we're still restricted to how many we can have. So guess what? On here we can have as many as we want. Let me know. I know I was saying maybe Melbourne. Yes, Yvonne. I would love to get to Melbourne. I have so many beautiful people in Melbourne that I want to see. Beautiful pattern and colour combinations. Well, you have been extra entertaining tonight. I've had a wonderful day out with Karen. Oh, lovely, Jane. Today, and Rel, you are the icing on my day. Oh, Jane, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much. Going back to, yes, Dory. I get lost in things, but I come back. Lots of us in Scone. Yes, Jenny, I can do that one. I noticed that when I do the post, I have to sort of make sure whose tracking number goes where. I mucked it up once. So, yeah, I have been really, really busy helping a friend and everything with some IT and that, and doing the design on this one and making it, plus running the shop. So I haven't done very many Facebook posts. So I have a few of your sharing times. Send them in. Tomorrow I'll do them and schedule them all for the week. But send in whatever you're doing, because it's so much nice to see what everyone else is doing. You guys can see what I'm doing, but I love seeing what you're doing. And also, the other thing I was going to say is, yes, I will probably be trying to, but I am here. So let everyone know that you can come and see me here. You can see me, I can't see you, but that's okay. I will be able to travel. As soon as I can travel, I'll be there. Idea for you, a road trip based on postcodes to send to. Interesting, Jane. Yes, and 2337 is a big postcode. And that's near Scone. So, yes, and as I said, I've got Anne's down in Melbourne. I can't wait to be able to travel and go see Anne and George again from Crystals and More. George makes the best corned meat and mash. I love corned meat and white sauce and mash. So he makes that for me when I go to visit, but I haven't been able to for such a long time. Can't wait to get in the car and put in the GPS and drive for 1,600 kilometres. So, ladies, thank you so much again for watching me. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've got any ideas of what you want to see, another thing I thought of, poster here knows your parcels. Yeah, my poster here at Woodburn knows me too. That's funny, Joanne. Let me know. There's another thing I was thinking of too, is one day when I am sewing one of these quilts is just to come on and leave it going while I sew it. So it would be, a 3-4 hour one. You even know it off by heart. I do, Anne. That one I do. I'll make purple chicken for you. Oh, never heard of purple chicken, Karen. Won't mind trying that one. Yeah, if you want to, I was thinking I might do some while I sew a whole quilt. So like this one, once I had it cut, I can just sit here and have it on the camera on me, and we can chat and that. It would be over 3 or 4 hours, but it would be continuous. It is able to be done. So I could do that. Gladly cook for you, Narelle, and I'm close, Maitland. Oh, nice, Jane. Yep. Just letting you know, ladies, I don't eat a lot. It's what my grandkids call corned meat. Oh, purple chicken. Oh, love it, Karen. Yep. I don't eat a lot. I sort of have gone down to about 1 meal a day, and obviously don't sleep or anything, but it's I'm just busy. But I'd love to call in and see all you guys, so it's going to be fun. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight because it has gotten to the half an hour. Thanks again for another great night. Can you show how to bind on a machine? Yes, I can show you that one. It is a binding foot on my industrial machine, but I surely can do that one. Thank you, Anne-Marie, for that suggestion. That might come up very shortly. Joanne, night, Barb, thank you. I was going to say my own name on here. We'd be happy to travel to Maitland. Yes. Okay, Anne, we can do that. It will be, within 6 months. We have to make sure it's all safe. Yvonne, night, sweetie. Night, Wendy. Night, Karen, Anne-Marie, Night Anne from Crystals and More. Neither do we have a spare bed for you. Thanks, Jane. Dizzy, thank you so much. I'm glad you all enjoyed the new pattern. Unbreakable. Thanks again. I so need this pattern and the last one. Night Joanne, night Gail, night Sue, night everybody, night Mum. I know you're not watching live, but you're watching it later. So I'll say good night now. And everyone stay safe, and I will see you for Treasure Hunt Wednesday. You never know what I'll come up with for that one. So everyone stay safe. Enjoy Bathurst tomorrow, and I will see you all on Treasure Hunt Wednesday on Wednesday night. Subscribe, share, and stalk. See you later. Night, Jane.